Welcome back to another devlog. This one will be pretty short, as I've been super busy again, so I haven't got that much done. I also wanted to say thank you so much for 400 subscribers. It's crazy how quickly my channel is growing lately, and I really appreciate everyone that's subbed, so thank you. I also wanted to say I have something planned for when I do hit 500 subscribers. So if you'd like to be part of that and be included in the video, please join my Discord. I'm not going to say what it is, as that would spoil the fun, but you'll see in due time. I started out by adding some bubble particles into the game. It's given the tank a whole new feel to it, from both the fish and the filter. The fish release an appropriately sized bubble at random. Next up I made a very basic blockout filter for the tank. The filter will have a slightly different placement system to usual plants or decor, as it will not be placed on the sand. Instead, it will be placed on the back upper corners of the tank. This placement system isn't added yet, but there will be 4 options: back right, right back, back left, and left back. The purpose of the filter is to help reduce the overall algae percentage of the tank. For example, this small filter reduces the overall algae percentage by 10%, though these numbers aren't final. I wanted to begin adding small animations to my plant life to make it feel less static and more alive. Originally I thought of adding this in animation form, to make it sway in the water, but this method would have been pretty usage intensive, and could make the frames lag, so my friend recommended me Vertex Displacement, which took some time to get to work, but I think it looks great and realistic. Though to get this shader working correctly, I had to change my render pipeline from Unity's default to the Universal Render Pipeline. The Universal Render Pipeline is a newer version of the lightweight render pipeline. Switching over pretty much broke my entire project, so that took quite a while to fix. All of my lighting, post-processing, and materials were broken, and my entire scene turned bright pink. But after quite a few hours of messing around with it, I got the project mostly back to how it was, and the Vertex Displacement worked perfect. To finish off the week, I decided to revisit creative mode. Currently it's just a toggle that makes it so fish could not get hungry or sick, and the player has unlimited money. But everything else was still the same as the regular mode. So I have now disabled challenge progress in creative mode, as well as the UI changes such as currency or challenge completed UI. I then changed the fish inspector UI panel, so rather than disabling the ability to breed or grow, like in the main mode, you can now both grow and shrink your fish straight from the UI, and you can toggle the breed mechanic on and off on each fish. I added this as I think it would be cool for players to mess around in creative mode, especially with breeding, to discover how to birth new fish breeds so they can do it without wasting more resources in the main mode. I will later add similar creative mode panels for critters and plants too, so you can grow and shrink them as well. My idea is that your challenge progression will be consistent across all game modes and save files. So for example, if you unlock 3 fish in your main mode, those same 3 fish will be unlocked in your creative modes too. Whereas if you discover a new subspecies in creative mode through breeding, that won't count towards your challenge progression. I then decided to add some basic camera functions, so I've added 2 cinematic camera views, which will calmly rotate the cameras when you press a hotkey. I was considering adding these both as a hotkey or UI button, as well as maybe adding it into the game as an idle effect. So for example, if you go idle for a whole minute, the cinematic camera feature turns on. The first cinematic mode is available under the typical rotating camera mode, and the second is to do with the fish, critter or plant inspector camera, which zooms in and then does the same rotating motion. Thank you so much for watching the video this far through, I really do appreciate it. Again, if you would like to be in the planned 500 subscribers special video, please join my Discord. I will reveal what it is closer to the time. Thank you so much to all my patrons over on Patreon for supporting me in the channel. So a huge thank you to Tom, Fist Me Daddy, and Sap Kitty for supporting me over on Patreon. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Feel free to leave any feedback or suggestions in the comments, I'd love to hear all of them. The links to my socials and my Discord link are in the description, so feel free to come and hang out and share your projects and devlogs in there. Thank you so much for watching.